Good morning to all. Welcome to English online session. Today we are seeing the English poem, the Shakespeare poem. The title, All the World's a Stage, written by William Shakespeare. So all the world's a stage. So first see the author introduction. William Shakespeare was baptized on April 26, 1964 in Stratford upon Avon, Warwickshire, England. Between 1585 to 1592, Shakespeare was an important member of a company of stage actors called Lord Chamberlain Men. Shakespeare is also an English poet, dramatist, and actor, often called the English national poet and considered by the many to the greatest dramatist of all time. So see the title definition. The world is a stage for human being where there are different roles of life. In fact, human beings play their parts in life as characters play their role on stage. So let's come to the lines. All the world's a stage. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exit and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts, his acts being 7 ages, at first the infant, mewling and pucking in the nurse's arms, then the whining schoolboy with his satchel and shining morning face, creeping like snail unwillingly to school, and then the lover sighing like furnace with a woeful ballad, mad to his mistress' eyebrow. Then a soldier full of strange worth and beard like the part, jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation even in the cannon's mouth. And then the justice in fair round belly with a good cap on lined, with eyes severe and beard of formal cut, full of wise saws and modern instances. And so he plays his part, the sixth age shift into the lean and slippered pantaloon, with spectacles on nose and pouch on side. His youthful horse will save a world too wide for his shrunk shank and his big manly voice, turning again toward childish treble pipes, and whistles in his sound the last scene of all that ends this strange, eventful history. His second childlessness and merely oblivion, sans teeth, sans eyes, sans teeth, sans everything. The first paragraph, see the first stanza. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women are players. They have their exit and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many part, his act being 7 ages. So in these lines, what he says, the sonnet of Shakespeare is from his famous play As You Like It. This poem describes various stages of human life. Life has been compared to a play or drama played by every man and woman on the stage of the world. His 7 stages of life are the 7 acts of a play. This shows Shakespeare's deep knowledge and transcience of human life. And that explanation, in these lines the poet compares this world to a stage. All men and women are only actors and actresses on the stage of this world. All these people have different routes to enter the stage and also different exit to go out. They enter the stage when they are born, and leave the stage when they die. Every person during his life, time plays many parts. These parts are called 7 ages. These ages are actually like acts of a play. So, what are the 7 ages of life? See the 7 ages. First one, an infant, infant crying. Second one, a complaining schoolboy. Third, a lover. Fourth, a bearded soldier. Fifth one, a wise justice. Sixth, an old man. Seventh, second childhood. See the picture and see the stages, the one by one. The first stage, an infant crying. There is a one baby picture. The second stage, complaining schoolboy. That means unwilling to go to school. There is no movement to go school. There is a schoolboy. And then lover stage. There is also one pair available in the park. See the lover stage. Then a bearded soldier. The soldier salute. Then fifth stage. Fourth stage, justice. The respect stage. The fifth stage, justice. And sixth stage, old man stage. That is using the wheelchair. The last stage, the second childhood. The stage number one, an infant crying. At the first, the infant. So, what happened in that stage actually? The mewling and pucking in the nurse arms. The infant, that means a child during the first few years of life. Mewling, that means a weak crying sound. And pucking means vomiting. So here Shakespeare says that each human being performs 7 parts in this small drama on the stage of the world. He makes his entry as a baby who is fully dependent upon others. This stage ends when the infant grows into a school child. Next, move to the second stage, a complaining schoolboy. And then the whining schoolboy. Whining means an unpleasant sound. With the satchel and shining morning face, creeping like snail. Satchel means school bag. So creeping like snail unwillingly to school. So creeping means to move slowly. So the second stage is his boyhood. This is his school going period. It is the time when he complains all the time. His face shines like the bright and fresh morning. He carries his school bag and unwillingly goes to school at the speed of an insect. Third stage, a lover, and then the lover sighing like a furnace. Sighing means to take and then let out a long deep breath with a woeful ballad. Woeful means a very bad or serious. Mad to his mistress eyebrow. That means here what explained actually. This is the third stage of man's life. Now he is a grown up person and assumes the form of a lover. It is the time when he loves his beloved ardently. He sighs like a furnace or an oven. He writes a song in praise of his beloved eyebrow. He also sings such songs again and burns in his emotions. Next, move to the fourth stage, a bearded soldier. Then a soldier full of strange worth and beard like the pard. Pard means here leopard. Jealous in honor, sudden and quick, quarrel seeking the bubble reputation. Reputation means here very bad or serious, even in the cannon's mouth. So what actually explanation here? In these lines, the poet shows the fourth stage of a man's life. When he matures, he becomes a soldier. He takes strange oath. He has a beard like a tiger or a leopard. He is fierce like these animals. During this stage of life, man is jealous of honor of other. He is very quick tempered and wants quarrels. Since he warm-blooded, he looks for temporary reputation and fame. To achieve this temporary fame, He is even ready to go into the mouth of a gun. He does not bother for dangers. Fifth stage, and then the justice. In fair belly good capon lined with eyes, severe beard of formal cut, full of wise sauce and modern instances. Reference same explained. The explanation here, this is the fifth stage of man's life. Here man's become middle age and the mature like a judge and has a fair round belly of the meat of chickens. Perhaps he has become fit because he eats meat and fat castrated cocks in excess. It is the stage of when he is firm, serious and grim. His conversation, he is fully of many different proverbs of the world, of the past, and he is also full of the examples from the modern age. He has beard of formal cut and as such plays this part of life. Next move to the sixth stage, an old man. The sixth age shift into the lean slippered pantaloon when spectacles on nose and pouch on side. His youthful horse, well saved a world too wide for his shrunk shank and the big manly voice. Shank means here trunk. Turning again toward childish treble pipes and whistle in his sound. That means treble here, child voice. That means high voice. So, what explanation here? This is the last stage of man's life. In this stage here changes from his old stage, the oldest one. This is a stage of life. In this period, all the life which has been previously full of strange events comes to an end. Man becomes child once again. This is like his second, that means second childhood stage. In this stage, he is childish as well as childlike. At this stage, he forgets almost everything. His memory becomes very weak. He loses teeth, eyesight, and taste. He is without everything. This is the stage in which he completes the drama of his life and leaves the stage of the world for the next. So, seventh stage, the last and least stage, the last scene of all that end the stage, eventful history, is second childness and mere oblivion. So, oblivion means here forgetfulness, sans teeth, sans eyes, sans taste, and sans everything. Sans means here it is using the French word without, that means without taste, without eyes, without teeth. So what the explanation here? This is the last stage of human's life. In the stage he changed from his old age to the oldest one. This is the strange stage of life. In this period, all the life which has been previously full of strange events comes to an end. Man becomes child once again. This is like his childhood. In this stage, he is childish as well as childlike. At this stage, he forget almost everything. His memory becomes weaker. Sight, taste, he is everything. This is the stage which he completes the drama of his life and leaves. The stage of is the world for the next. So, what's the conclusion here? The life is a drama. The world is a stage we human beings are actors. The theme hints the greatest irony in the lives of human beings. Shakespeare over here has masterfully described the stages of human's life. The uses of imagery and of acting the stage is a recurrent one in Shakespeare. So, that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks to all.